Hi, I'm Gary Bembridge of Tips for Travellers. I'm here at the Mount Meru Game Sanctuary Lodge in Tanzania. It's about 50 minutes drive from Mount Kilimanjaro Airport, and it's a beautiful green lush resort. It was actually established in 1959, which is the same year that I was born, by a man called Dr. von Nagy. He was a Hungarian who'd studied in Germany. He studied wildlife and hunting, and he came to Tanzania and really got involved in conservation, safaris, and he had this property which he started to then run safaris from. He started building cottages for friends and family. He also created a sanctuary on the property, which became a very well known and renowned place for locals as well as tourists to come and see animals that have been rescued from the wild. Today there are still some animals on the property. There's some water buffalo, some porcupines, there's a crocodile that's been here for over 30 years, there's tortoises, there's loads of monkeys around, there's a zebra, there's an ostrich, and they're kind of dotted around the property. The property is still actually maintained by the family, and at the time of recording his grandson actually manages and runs the property, so it's still in family hands. So the actual property itself, it's spread across these beautiful green lush grounds. There's a beautiful reception area, and then there's a bar area with connected to that a lounge area, as well as a beautiful dining room which serves breakfast, lunch and dinner. There are individual cottages which can host double beds, twin beds, singles or larger groups. Now we're going to go and take a look at the room that I was staying in, which was room number 3. It's a standard room, and it's not a massive room, but it's a good size. It's dominated by this very large king-size 4-poster bed, covered of course in mosquito netting because it is a mosquito area. So let's take a look around at some of the other parts of the room. So you have this desk here underneath one of the windows that looks outside, a chair and bedside table. A couple of things I want to point out. You have a couple of bottles of water both here and in the bathroom. Very important, because you should not drink the tap water and you shouldn't use it when you're brushing your teeth. Also what they provide is a couple of sprays, bug sprays, and a torch as well, because electricity can be a little bit unreliable. They do have a generator, but that has to be switched on manually, so it can take a short while before that comes on if there's any power cuts. So let's take a look at the rest of the room. So in terms of plugs, it's UK style 3-point plugs that you have. So it's very important if you're coming from the US or from Europe. A fan there, and around here is then a little table. And the other thing I want to show you is the area for storage. So you have some hanging space and some storage space up there, a full-length mirror there, and then down here you have, see my feet there, you have more storage space, a safe and more storage space. Storage space is not huge, and as you can see by the way that I've unpacked, you tend to only be staying a night or two, so you end up largely being out of suitcases. So that's what I have done largely. So here into the bathroom, actually it's a pretty big bathroom, and you have a basin, obviously you've got a toilet there, and then across here we have the shower. Now the water is very hot, but it's heated through firewood, I think, boilers. So what they tell you is leave the water running for a minute or two before it gets hot, but it does get pretty hot. Swinging back around, this is room number 3. So let's maybe just show you the view out of room number 3. So it looks across to the enclosure there where you have the various animals, and then as you sort of swing around you can see some of the other cottages and across up to the main building. Well, hopefully you found that helpful, and it's given you an insight into a great lodge in Tanzania. It's a fantastic place because it's about 50 minutes drive from the airport, so if you're flying in particularly late afternoon or evening, it's not that far at all, and it's a great starting point for a safari in Tanzania. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you left a like, and also please subscribe to the Tips for Travellers YouTube channel and get more travel inspiration, advice and tips.